Hello, everyone, and welcome to The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly on ComicPOP. I'm Sal.
I'm Ben.
And I'm Tiffany.
We've got 3 books here from our long box. This is the Cat Fight Edition. It's just cats. We got Catwoman number 66, Felicia Hardy, the Black Cat number 4, and WildC.A.T.s number 11.
Which is less catty.
Technically not a cat.
Oh, because they're covert action teams?
Yeah.
Yeah, all
But
right.
cat is in the title, so
Yeah.
we'll take it.
Exactly.
So, whatever.
So, first what we do is we tell you what happened in the issues, and then we talk about which one's the good, which one's the bad, and which one is unfortunately the ugly. Sometimes
not necessarily, unfortunately.
sometimes it's hard to tell which one's which. So, Tiffany, tell us what happened in Catwoman number 66.
Okay. Well, this sure is just a little crisis of faith for Catwoman. Isn't it? Just though. So, I guess something has happened to Gotham.
Yeah.
It's real bad, right? Like, it's not... Gotham is not well, and, like, Catwoman's taking some time to, like, amongst the chaos, like, just have a little moment for herself, where she's like,
She
man,
deserves it.
you know what, like, this place is, like, a dump now, and, like, you know what, the fact is, like, I need to be here. I'm better than this.
I'm hot.
Yeah,
I could be anywhere.
Yeah, but I could be doing what I do anywhere.
Yeah, all I do is dress provocatively and steal things.
So I'm good. So off she goes. Presumably to France, where she essentially just goes on vacation for a little bit.
Yeah.
It's just Catwoman on vacation.
It's Catwoman in a bikini.
Yep.
In a cheetah bikini.
Yeah.
Why not?
Drinking and, you
Oh
know,
my god.
having
Who wears-
manservants.
Who wears cheetah?
I think the character Cheetah does.
She is one. That doesn't mean it's
No, she's a cougar.
But while she's like relaxing, she has like this like vision dream where like it's like a memory, but like
But it's also more like a nightmare version of the memory.
Yeah, or like there's this lunatic who's like talking about what's wrong with Gotham and like, you know, like, oh, like talk to the criminal or talk to the little girl whose like mom like slashed her wrists and dad drank himself. Like, this is really extreme for TV.
Yeah.
And yet there you are. And like, you know, talk about the Catwoman who like, you know, just dresses provocatively
And steals stuff.
and kills people. I'm like,
Yeah.
this is a very specific example from Gotham. There are
Hundreds
hosts of other issues.
Yeah. What about the Joker, Two-Face, Riddler, the
No,
Penguin,
no.
Killer Croc?
I have a real problem with Catwoman because she rejected me a long time ago.
In my mind, you see.
She like spazzes out and then wakes up and it's just like, all right, well, back to what I know best.
Right. I will prove that I am not the worst thing about
Yeah, 'cause,
Gotham
like,
by becoming the worst thing in Paris.
Yeah, the guy says that like she's a slave to crime.
Yes.
And she's just like, I'm no one's slave. So off she goes to prove him wrong. And so she is in France, or in Paris, essentially, and you think to yourself, well, clearly she's going to commit a crime of some kind,
Yeah.
right? No, she goes to this underground where they're having, like, I thought it was an auction.
Me too.
I was like, okay, what?
Yeah, why?
Or like some dinner where like they all steal from each other and it's just like a game.
Yeah.
Essentially. There's none of these things.
No.
It's literally like, hey guys, check out this hot item that just rolled into France. It's like Joan of Arc's shield. We don't really know if it's hers or not, but it's worth a whole heck of a lot. So, like usual, what we'll do is we'll elect one of us to go and steal it, but then like they'll owe like 10% finder's fee. And like we'll all make money off of it.
The guild makes money.
It's
Yeah.
a solid deal.
I guess?
No,
No.
it's a horrible
Like,
deal.
this is a bad idea.
It's so stupid.
That's really dumb.
It would create a terrible hierarchy.
Yeah.
In
Right?
the guild of
It's a
thieves.
thing. Oh, it doesn't exist. Nothing like this is real.
Right? So
Even
like,
remotely.
all
I mean,
these-
I get it's Catwoman, but like, come on.
all these people are hanging out and like they're like, oh, we've got a high profile guest, and there was like also a person dressed in a cloak, and you're like, who could that be?
Who could it be?
Monsieur Blackmont.
Oh no.
And he's like the premier thief in France, and they're like, well, he'll steal it, and then we'll all like, you know, reap his spillover essentially.
Mhm.
Like, we'll get the sloppy seconds of what he's doing
Yeah,
over there.
thanks.
And while this is all going on, Catwoman's just like, that guy's a chump. I'm way better than him. And so she goes up to like the podium. We don't see her do it. And she steals like the guy's gavel because while they're not having an auction, they're having like a meeting.
And they do have a
which
gavel.
Presumably with minutes. Like someone's over there like,
Like, okay, so and then they threaten to steal this very important priceless artifact.
exactly. Oh, and then his gavel was stolen.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's written in shorthand though, so no one can read it.
Right. Well, later on they'll go
Also,
over.
they lose the notes.
Oh yeah.
Someone steals
Someone
them.
steals them.
So, and then it's like, Catwoman reveals herself, and they're like, oh, it's Catwoman!
Yay!
Oh,
We got a celebrity guest!
She stole the show.
Yeah. Well, we're done. But they're all like, oh man, you're way better than Blackmon. He's like right there.
Yeah.
Like he's in the room.
You wound me.
Je t'adore.
Don't worry, that's only one of 4 French sayings that are in this book.
Yeah. No, they say many French things. One of them I was able to figure out. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Catwoman is a zinger at the end that's just the worst.
Oh my god, it is. But, so they bother to put him down a whole bunch. Like, it's like, come on, guys. He's right here.
Yeah.
You think this is going to turn out well?
Right? She's going to leave, and you're just stuck with this guy.
Yeah, but we really need to, give her a big head.
Yeah. So
well, she's presumably... Oh, no, I guess there are other women. Maybe? I don't know.
it's hard to tell.
She's the only one wearing, a single, unitard...
She's the only one that Jim Balent wants you to look at.
Right? So she goes off to the Louvre to steal the shield. She busts in. She's like, "Oh, I remember being here. Like, oh, I can't believe they still haven't figured out that Renoir isn't the real thing. I stole that a long time." It's like a stroll down memory lane for her. She's just like, "Oh, I'm sneaking past him." And of course, behind her is Blackmon, who's doing his thing. And I'm just like, "Cool." So you're gonna frame her?
It's a thieves' duel.
Yeah. So he's already broken the code of the guild.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be out anyway. So it doesn't even matter for him. So then, she goes through all the trouble of stealing the shield, and then she's like, I did it! And then she puts it back, and she's like, there! I'm not a slave to crime. I put the shield back.
And she also steals it in the most easy way to steal anything.
Well, yeah. I mean, she also...
I cut a cord and lifted the glass off. I'm done!
Yeah, exactly. Well, she also doesn't notice, the Sword of Omens is up here.
Oh my god.
It's not really it, but it looks like
it. does look like it. I didn't notice that
sword.
So she puts it back, but then Blackmon's there, and he's like, I'm not gonna have you upstage me with how good you are.
Sucker blue.
I was like, that's the most honest thing anyone's ever said. Not you're not that great. No.
I'm gonna prove,
You are so good, me. I have to kill you.
She's like, then I'll be the best.
Fair enough.
So she utilizes the shield to defend herself.
Yeah, she uses this priceless shield.
And
immediately ruining it.
Yeah.
Right? Well, he's an idiot because he opens fire in the museum where they're burglarizing it. She dispatches Blackmon, and then the guards show up, and she uses the shield to dispatch them.
Yeah.
And then she makes her daring getaway while they're dealing with the other thief. They're like, well...
there he is, and he's a well-known thief. He's part of the...
Right, but it's also that was easy. We have him.
The end.
The other one requires running. I'm not doing that.
No.
So... whatever. We'll get another shield. Joan of Arc touched
it is almost time for my 5-hour break.
Yeah. So,
You just took a 5-hour break 2 hours ago.
Oh, I meant my second 5-hour break.
Oh.
How long is your shift?
It is only about 5 minutes.
So she escapes the museum, but she realizes, but I really stole the shield anyway.
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
I stole it. I didn't even realize that I am a thief.
I'm the greatest thief ever. I didn't even realize I stole it, but I'm just so good I made it out. And then she still fences it. She didn't have to fence it.
No, but she's also like,
I'm already here.
a slave to my desires. I did steal the thing, and I didn't. I wanted to.
This guy was right.
I took this job so I wouldn't steal it.
Hang on. She steals it by accident. Not even thinking about it. It really is in the heat of the moment.
She unconsciously steals it.
It's in the heat of the moment.
She's trying to escape from guards.
She's escaping. They're shooting at her. She gets out, right? She has the shield. Okay. Then she fences it.
Yes.
Then she betrays the fence by, pulling a gun on him and takes the shield and the money.
Yeah.
So she steals everything.
Yeah.
So
she's just an asshole.
It's like, but...
What is that? And then she goes to New York for no reason.
Yeah, she goes to New York where she meets some dude who's just like, I'll tell you the Brooklyn Bridge, but haha, I know, you have I don't know who you are, but I know you're not someone to be messed with. You got a whip. So Yeah,
also you're Catwoman.
Yeah, but I haven't pieced that together. But
nah.
No, the outfit doesn't give it away.
Nah. So she gives him the money.
That she stole.
Yeah, and she's just like, I'll take it. And he's like, what, the Brooklyn Bridge? And she's like, I'll take Manhattan.
Yeah.
She has Jason does.
She has the most manic expression I've ever seen Selena Kyle have.
No.
Yes.
She looks out of her mind.
She looks insane, well, that's it!
I'll take the whole city! and thus beginneth, a series of just insane theft benders for Catwoman. But no, it's just more of the same.
This is just...
She wakes up drunk in the morning and be like, I don't even know what I stole or who I stole it from, but I'm
traffic
surrounded
cones.
by stuff.
It's an elephant.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is not good. So there you go. That's Catwoman.
Yay!
From 1999.
Woof.
There it is.
I mean, meow. Well, moving right along, Felicia Hardy the Black Cat is a series in which Felicia Hardy... No, I'm doing this one. Is the Black Cat and...
It's a series where Ben's gonna explain it.
No,
Ben got off easy last time.
Yeah, no. The Felicia Hardy the Black Cat is just just one of many characters that appeared in a Spider-Man book that they were like, this? Like, literally after Maximum Carnage, they were like, that Spawn rip-off Nightwatch? Nightwatch? Black Cat? Morbius? Anyone? No?
You don't want these series?
Fine. So this is issue 4 of what was not intended to be a limited series, where Felicia Hardy strikes it out on her own, does her own thing, and we're caught in the middle of like a story arc where she is like fighting against an old partner of hers.
Yeah.
Her partner that it's a flashback to an era that we've never seen in comics where Felicia and this other jackass are like trying to steal whatever the hell. It's more cat burglary.
Yeah.
But the one guy wants to kill people, like the guard, and she's like, no, and she slashed his face with her Black Cat claws, and then she's like, oh, I went too far, I slashed his face, and he's like, you went too far, you slashed my face, and I'm gonna make it part of my identity now. And so like he puts on a mask, and he
so
becomes
you can't even see it.
So he becomes and by the way, he takes like the entirety of Felicia Hardy's character development and creation to hatch his nefarious scheme, because we've never seen him before or ever again afterwards.
Nope.
But anyway, in a previous issue, he like kicks her ass and hangs her up on like a spire. She wakes up, she frees herself and talks to herself the entire issue. Black Cat frees herself, sacrificing a sleeve. This guy, her once informer partner in crime, captures her new partner who's trying to help her hatch a business. That's the idea. Like, Black Cat was a villain who Spider-Man fought, and then she becomes like kind of like an anti-hero.
Yeah.
I don't know who they get to make their costumes. But whoever makes these people's costumes has to get fired.
Right. Sometimes it's a tinkerer. In Straczynski's Spider-Man, it's like just this little Jewish dude.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I think her costume gets ripped.
Yeah, I think this guy made it himself.
Oh yeah.
Which is why it looks so good. But yeah, she loses some more of her costume because she like almost gets hit by cars.
Yep.
Being remote manipulated. Anyway, so she fights this guy, and her partner Paul makes it look like he's been beaten worse than he actually is. Mm-hmm. But then like the dude throws Paul through a window, thus ruining their little like, because he's trying to like quietly tell Felicia like, hey, it's cool, I'm okay. Then he gets thrown through a window.
Yeah. You're like, oh, he's dead.
Yeah, and like through a window, not like through an open window, through an already destroyed window, through a closed glass window.
But like, isn't this like room in another building? Like, didn't he craft this room?
Oh yeah.
Like, it's supposed to look like something that the safe
happened
room from their past. So
well, this was the safe room.
Yeah, and
I think he made it look like that.
He did. He made it look like it because like it's part of
it's
just a warehouse. But anyway, so now thinking that her partner Paul has been murdered by this guy, she decides she's going to finish what she should have done in the first place.
Yeah.
And so she's going to kill him. But then Spider-Man saved Paul and then saves Felicia from herself.
Yeah, and then Paul explains something that took me. I don't
multiple
know.
readings. To
I was
out.
like, what?
Yeah, what is it?
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, Paul. Earlier in the story, Paul had stolen one of Spider-Man's spider tracers.
Yeah, I got that.
No, stolen?
Well,
no, Spider-Man put it on him. But he found it, and then
he kept it.
Like
somehow.
Yeah. And so Spider-Man said, can I have it back now? And he gives it to him. But that's how Spider-Man found them. That's how Spider-Man can be on the cover of this issue.
Right.
So you might buy it.
Right, but then like, because this issue's called Chimera.
Oh, yeah.
And then he says he
is the Chimera. I don't know what that means.
But I was like, I thought you were Paul.
Yeah, he's Paul, the Chimera.
The Chimera.
But then, like, she gets mad at him, but then isn't mad at him.
No, but then they still go to work together. She's got to go back to work with him the next morning.
That's what I'm saying!
She's not going to hold a grudge.
Also, like, I had you investigate my company, but I couldn't have you investigate my company, so I got somebody else to hire you to investigate my company.
So then she breaks into the New York Stock Exchange and then turns all the monitors into ads for her firm.
Which would never work.
Is it private security? Because they're like, oh, who better to have security but a thief?
Than a thief, yeah.
Also, like, you broke into our building. No. we know your business. We're gonna arrest you.
Yeah. Well,
or at least press charges.
But you know what? She's so good that she won't have left. Yeah. She won't have left any evidence.
They don't even know who it is. They're just like, oh, cat's eyes.
Yes, but they'll make...
Cat eyes? No, cat's eyes.
But they'll make such a name for themselves in the underground that it won't matter.
Yeah.
Like, they'll have made all the business that they need.
But this guy literally goes like, all of the bankers and the
they'll know
people and all their little grandkids.
Yeah, like they'll
like
them.
Exchangers. And you're like, what?
Yeah, what?
It's not a title you pass down. You have to get hired. For that shit.
Well, that's
nepotism.
The thing. It's just it's just garbage.
But hey, there's Jurassic Park.
But hey, Jurassic Park is out on VHS pretty soon. Also, there's this great ad for Generation X.
Cool.
And a terrific ad for the Weird Science television show. And that's Black Cat number 4.
Yeah.
All right, so Tiffany, how about you explain WildCats number 11 to us?
I already went.
Yeah, tell us what happened in WildCats number 11.
You don't remember?
I remember, but Jesus, this is a lot. And I don't remember the character names of people.
We'll help you.
Yeah.
All right, so the Wildcats are there, and they're fighting people.
Yeah.
Providence is a character that is opposite...
Void.
But apparently they share the powers.
Opposite. I mean, like they're from the same.
Sisters.
Yeah.
Not sisters, like biologically.
No, but
they get their powers from the same source, and they have the same abilities. But Providence uses her powers in a very different way.
Yeah. So apparently the Wildcats are taken by surprise because
Voodoo.
Thank you. Is a turncoat.
No, she's been
possessed.
Oh, you think?
Thank you.
Sorry.
Like, well, hang on. That's important.
She's a turncoat. But she's not really a turncoat because she's been possessed.
What?
But like that's not
by the Raksha.
Well, no, well, yeah, but like that's just part of like Wildcats have always dealt with that kind of thing.
Yes.
Like the Daemonites could possess people, and anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, everyone's surprised that she's been turned against us, and they're like, "Oh no, what's going on?" Spartan, who can download his consciousness into other robots because he's a robot.
Yeah.
Is like, don't worry, I'll take the hit for the team. And they're like, oh, how self-sacrificing of you. I guess it's not so bad since you can just die and not have it matter.
Yeah, thanks for rubbing it in.
Yeah, dude, he should have done that because then he could come back and like help save everybody.
So, so Attica immediately takes out Warblade,
which is that's
Warblade's wasted. In this fight.
Completely
Wasted.
And Voodoo takes out what's his face?
That's Marlowe. Jacob Marlowe.
Not to be confused with Jacob Marley.
Who's I've come to you about ghosts.
In which mankind was his business. Mm-hmm. Now it's Wildcats.
And then Providence takes out Void.
Yeah.
Being like, I know all about your powers. I've cut you off and I've made you slow so that you're like molasses so you can't help your friends and teleport yourself out of there.
Yeah, because that's like her thing. She's literally
Void is
she's literally the transport.
Yeah. Void, take me to the supermarket. Okay. Zealot is rushing towards the scene on this sweet motorbike with a sidecar from the future. But it's not, because it's just,
no,
it's their technology.
Cool. Yeah, it's just Jim Lee's motorcycle.
Yeah. That's what Jim Lee would ride.
Yeah. It looks like a hover bike, but I think it's just driving so fast.
It's driving so fast, they're off the ground.
Yeah.
And it's
What's
Miranda?
her deal? Yeah, Miranda's the girl.
And Hunter? No.
I don't know who the hell that is.
He's Huntsman.
Huntsman.
No.
Miranda and Huntsman are there.
Yeah.
And apparently they're a couple. Because he's like, I'm not leaving Miranda, Z.
Even though she's like a girl, like a little girl or something like that, she's like, leave the child. And she's like,
I don't think she means that she's like a young
child.
You
mean like Zealot's old.
Well, not just that, but also she's not, I've seen some shit.
Right.
And I think she's seen like zero.
Yeah, Miranda's seen nothing.
Yeah, she's like, no, I'm fine. You're like, you're not though.
Yeah, no.
Anyway, Zealot is the real powerhouse of the team, apparently.
Yes.
And is rushing to save the rest of the Wildcats.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which includes, like, a giant man and a dude who has, like, swords for fingers and a robot man.
Yeah, but Zealot's like essentially like an Amazonian warrior.
Yeah.
Like, she's this is her thing. This is her jam, and she's missing it. On top of it, Grifter's just nowhere to be found.
No,
exactly.
Grifter!
Grifter's just not in this book.
Thank God. He knows. He's like...
Grifter's like at a bar.
I am too cool for this book.
He just keeps drinking through his mask.
Yeah.
No, I like the idea. He's just like, and he just leaves a wet spot.
No, I like it that he has to lift it up because that's so lame.
Well, let's just mime it.
No.
Give me Grifter's mask.
No.
So then Attica and this volcanic guy, Slag,
no.
are fighting against Spartan. And then Spartan's like, hey, that's fine though, because all right, let's see this thing. How does Grifter drink?
Yeah, you want to untie it?
No, it's good.
Oh.
All right, here we go. Oh, Jesus, those wildcats, they're driving me crazy. You know, son of a bitch. Oh, God.
Is it?
I was hoping you could lift it a little bit so you could still have your eyes visible, but it's impossible.
It's
You're
impossible.
like, nope.
Is it worth wearing it?
Oh, definitely. Trust
No,
me.
it's so
When
sweet.
chicks see me in this thing, yeah.
They're like, man,
They're
something
like,
hot's
holy
under
crap.
there. Oh, never mind. I assume it's like Deadpool. He lifts it up.
No,
and
he's hot. He looks like Gambit, but blonde.
So you really just should not have that.
Absolutely not. He's already cool looking.
Maybe that's the problem. He was like, no, the problem is no one wants to get to know me for me.
No.
Because
yeah.
they're so hot.
That's right. Yeah. No.
Unlike Gambit, I'm gonna leave the face covered.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he covers everything else for no reason.
I like to keep my cheeks warm.
I gotta tell you, this is the most comfortable superhero mask I've ever worn. Mostly because it's just a giant handkerchief.
Yeah, that seems like it. Although eventually you're gonna start getting spit and stuff inside, and it's just gonna like look like you're.
I've worn Spider-Man masks before. It's nowhere near that.
All right.
How much do you spit when you speak?
Oh, like all the time.
It's like a rainstorm over
So
Yeah,
then we have
over here.
Spartan and Attica. So Spartan is fighting Slag and Attica, and he's like, "Oh, Slag is no match for my power. His thermal threshold can't withstand
My
own dermal threshold."
Yeah. It's just...
You're like, "What?
What?
So then he rushes in, and then Slag's like, "Ha! Suckered you! It was a trap. I just caught you with my hands, and it's burning you."
Oh
Which
no!
sucks.
Yeah. This is not really a high point for the Wildcats.
And then Maul's
It's only
like,
issue 11.
And Maul's like, "Don't worry, buddy, I'm coming in."
And then Maul's
And then
here.
Attica and like a giant robot person are like, "All right, target him all at once and fire volleys."
And then
And
they
it
do.
takes out Maul.
Yeah.
They are just being systematically
The
destroyed.
Wildcats whiz it in record time.
Oh yeah.
Oh, like as if they were never a team to begin with. Like they were rookies
They
that
just
just
showed
showed
up
up
at
and in the
random.
apartment like, "Hey, who wants to be a superhero? Meet here at 11 p.m." And they did. And then a real team showed up and was like, "Get the fuck out of
Yeah.
here."
And Youngblood shows up and shows him how it's done.
Yeah, I bet.
I'm taking this off now.
Ugh.
It's great.
So then Lord Soma and
That guy. Tapestry is also
Tapestry,
there.
thank you. I was like, Phalanx? No, something
What?
weird.
No.
Might as well be.
So Lord Soma and Tapestry show up, and apparently they're the brains behind this entire scheme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Attica, you did a good job. You may leave." He's like, "But wait! Zealot and Grifter are still out there somewhere. You don't want to leave the most two powerful team members of the entire Wildcats.
Grifter has
just
no
loose."
powers.
Yeah, but he's awesome.
But he's so cool.
Look at this.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Good point.
And he's like, "Yeah, Grifter and his babe Zealot." And Tapestry's like, "Yo, you shut your mouth. Zealot is no one's babe."
Right, because
She also almost is like, go ahead, say the door.
yeah,
When she shows up, you should
I want
just
to
go-
see that happen.
Yeah.
Come on. Oh, look, you
should
should decapitate it.
You should stay behind. Yeah, I want to see that.
You should tell, yeah, no, she's
What a babe.
So then they throw him a 3.5-inch floppy disk, which is his payment.
it's got codes on it.
He's gonna download all the internet.
He's gonna have at least 2 Word files on there, or maybe 3 JPEGs.
maybe, but they'll only be like 55 kilobytes. So he's like, "Oh, like you're the client, man. If you don't want to get Grifter and Zealot, then that's fine. But like, you're gonna leave some loose ends." And Lord Soma's like, "Attica seems to be eager for the hunt. Maybe we should let him continue his prey. Very well. Caution is a worthy opponent. We should take this on."
So basically, it's just Lady Death and a vampire show up in the Wildcats.
Yes.
Yeah, but a ginger vampire, some Irishman.
Yeah.
Oh, we've never seen that before.
Nope.
Oh, no.
Certainly not, preacher. And then you hear Zealot and Huntsman talking from a rooftop, and they're like, "Oh, Voodoo's possessed. That much is certain. She would never
Betray the
team. Oh, and we have to go into that warehouse where they're hiding them. Oh, no. And the Troika appear to be the only combat personnel. Oh, but... And then Tapestry turns around and looks right into the lens.
Camera, yeah.
And Zealot goes, "Blessed Hecate!" and bails. She just runs. And Huntsman's like, "What?
What the hell?"
So
First of
she's
all,
like, "No questions, leave!"
What?
It's Hecate.
Yeah.
Hecate?
Well, it can be. It can be Hecate. As well.
Hecate.
Depending. But
So-
I was going to say, what I love is that it's like, this is when Zealot noticed she was there.
Yeah.
Not the, like, 9-foot-tall, Amazonian, like, bleach white-skinned woman wearing almost nothing and a cloak.
No.
She didn't notice her.
Well, the cloak was facing her, you see. Otherwise, it's like, I don't know who could be on
It
the
could
other
be,
side of
a
that cloak.
Dracula or, you know...
The white hair and the white skin leave nothing to the imagination.
Oh, and the red eyes.
And that piercing gaze. I swear to God.
So she bails.
So Zealot's like, "We have to leave." She's like, "You don't understand. She is like the baddest of the bad. She frightens me."
Yeah. By the way, we are not even, like, halfway done with this book.
Oh no,
God.
not even close. So then Tapestry has all of the entire team held upside down, except for Void,
Well, yeah.
who gets to still be in her clothes.
Well, yeah.
But everyone else
The
is
rest
naked.
Well, they're doing different things.
With, like, weird robot crotch coverings.
Yeah.
Well, it's so that when they pee, they don't pee on themselves.
Oh, so they're basically just high-tech
Giant catheters, yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
Well,
they're
she
like
needs,
vacuum catheters.
She needs Void for something specific.
Yeah.
So that's why she's not naked and upside down.
Although, I mean, she could be.
Also, I don't think there's.
I think she is naked.
clothes.
Yeah.
Like, that's not.
That's just like a covering.
That is what she is.
Part of her skin?
Yeah.
I think
Who
it's just
knows?
on her.
No,
I
it
don't
is.
know.
It is her. Yeah.
So Providence is like, I'm so much more powerful than Void. I don't understand, like, why you even have her here.
But
And-
she wants her. She's like, just give her to me.
Yeah.
Right.
I want her.
Like, my power is so great. Like, you should just give her up to me because, like, then I'll have all the power.
Then we can, like, hang out and braid each other's hair.
And then Providence
This
is
is
taken down by a freaking Doberman.
Yeah.
A dog attacks her, and she's out for the count. I'm like, a dog? And then Tapestry just, like, grabs her cloak and throws her around, being like, "Bitch, please." Tapestry then throws
Providence
into
at
Void,
saying a lot of character names.
and they just, like, start combining and
Yeah.
intertwining with each other because of their power. And then Tapestry sucks that power away from them and starts using it to manipulate events. So she goes into Marlowe's mind and shows you when the Wildcats first appeared.
Yeah.
So we get a little flashback scene, but it's done well, in my opinion.
Yes.
Where you see it in her cloak,
Yeah.
in the tapestry of her fabric.
Oh!
Oh, I really hate the fact that her name is Tapestry.
It sucks. They're all the names are taken.
Right? It's like they looked around.
It could be Fate Weaver.
Tapestry.
It could be anything.
Yeah.
Nope, tapestry.
Nope. Yeah.
Yeah.
She sees the bigger picture.
I'm telling you, they're all taken.
So you see the time when apparently some psycho in a suit captured Marlowe and then Zealot stabbed him in the head from the back. While Grifter was like, "I could have made the shot." God.
Yeah. Well, Zealot and Grifter were buddies before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like, there's a lot of sexual tension.
There is.
And she's like, "And this was a bond that cannot be broken. Or so it seems." And then they're like, "As long as the sun shines and the wind blows, there will always be a tomorrow." And she's like, "Jesus, Marlowe.
That sucks.
Could you think of something better to say? Who are you proselytizing to?
Whoever.
And it'll be up to people like us to make sure it's a better one than the one before."
What?
Sorry, I suddenly felt like I was having a speech, like people could hear what we were saying.
Nope.
Anyway, I'll see you guys in the morning.
Exactly. It's just us, man.
And then we cut the scene entirely and go to a museum
Yeah.
where Cordelia Matson,
And a dude who is clearly photo-referenced.
who I don't know,
She's Savant.
because her name is not mentioned.
No, it's
It
not.
is.
Her code, is her code
Is it
name mentioned?
Yeah, because that's who Zealot calls. She remember, like, when they're speeding away.
Oh, yeah, she's like, I gotta
She calls Savant, and that's, like, we're catching Savant in the midst of what she's doing.
Why she wasn't in
and
the
then
fight,
she...
Oddly enough, I thought that was like the name of the phone.
Yes, it's the 1992 Savant.
Because like this thing is massive. It's like Savant. I'm just like, that's just printed across the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's Savant.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That makes a lot more
Well,
sense.
this dude is
So-
clearly just a friend of Jim Lee's or something. Like that is a drawing of a man from a photo.
It could also be Henry Jones Sr.
Yes, it could.
I was thinking it was a combination of George Lucas and somebody.
It does look like George Lucas.
Like, I'm George Lucas. If I was an archaeologist.
Right? So then she Tomb Raiders it up.
Yes, she does.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
Rips off her clothes.
so I'm going to talk about all of this amazing stuff and who is this? Antiochles of Phrygia?
Okay, so
Phrygia?
anyway, so then they talk for a while.
They talk for
and
a
I
long
don't
time.
have to hear it again.
But she rips her clothes off to being like, no, I'm a superhero too.
Yeah,
Plus, I
okay,
own
cool.
part of the museum.
Well, she got the call. She's like, I got to go.
Yeah, I'm a wildcat.
Otherwise, she's like, we could have some coffee sometime. He's like, we could have some coffee. She's like, that'd actually be nice. Because you seem like you know a lot about history,
Right.
and I'm into history.
He's like, I wanted to bang you.
Yeah.
oh, what?
Oh.
Moving on. And she's like, oh, I think I hear my phone ringing.
Let me just tear off all my clothes and leave.
I gotta go. So she gets the call from Voodoo. No, Zealot.
Zealot.
All these goddamn
I
names.
love these names because they're all interchangeable.
No, they're not.
Yes,
They are not if you know them.
Yeah.
So
They're
then
not.
she calls. Oh, it's Savant. Hey, she says her name.
All right.
She calls her brother, who I don't know what his name is. What is his name?
I don't know.
No,
Solid
either.
Snake.
Some soldier guy who is a hologram. And she calls him on a hologram, and he's just standing there in his uniform, no sleeves on, smoking a cigar, because clearly he's an Arnold ripoff, but he's blonde.
He's at the grocery store.
And then,
dealing watermelons.
and then Savant breaks the fourth wall and jumps across panels into Calgary
Yeah.
or Fairbanks or someplace in Ireland, I guess. I don't know. But
Yeah.
she's like, I'm in some city, and now I'm over here.
Yeah.
I thought that was her power for a second, like, I can teleport.
That'd be a cool way to. Like,
But they're just showing you that, like, no, she's traveling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
It's cool either way.
It's
Actually,
like the
I like
mini
that.
map. Like,
Yeah.
do-do-do-do.
Yeah, I kind of like that. Either way, it works.
Anyway, she's traveling to a spot. She's trying to get the only person that could possibly take down Tapestry.
Yeah.
Because if Zealot's going in, she's going to need some backup.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Anyway, cut back to Tapestry and her torturing of the people, where now Marlowe is captured again by that guy.
This is in his mind.
And then someone can take the shot, and Void is like, no, it's too dangerous. And then it's actually Zealot who kills Grifter.
Yep.
And then she's about to kill Marlowe with this giant thing, and then a sword comes in and pierces it and stops it. Oh, who's going to save Marlowe? It was Tapestry! Oh, and then she stabs Zealot right in the chest with her sword and kills her, and Marlowe's like, you saved me. She's like, yes, but only from her. He's like, you mean there are others? Yes, there are others. And together we can form a team that can make a brighter tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I can give you enough strength to crush all of your foes. And she has then, poisoned Marlowe's mind.
Against
body and soul.
Yeah.
And suddenly he's like in this weird gimp suit, which he was not in before.
No, he was not.
No.
Or his skin is turned,
No,
but
he's
his
in
hands
some
are
sort
in.
It's a
of
gimp
weird
suit.
suit.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's the end of this.
Yeah.
Oh, except there's a backup.
There's a backup but Majestic.
And then we're good.
And then
Oh, yeah.
Savant goes and talks to Majestic, who's apparently a lumberjack in the Antarctic, who has a gyroscope that keeps the weather away.
Uh-huh.
Or that's her gyroscope? I don't even know. But she's like, have you forgotten that you have to help people? He's like, have you forgotten I have so much power and I've lived long so much I've seen things I can't go and help? And she's like, but have you remembered this one thing from your past? And he's like, oh my god, my mind is blown. I have a responsibility to the people. Let's go. I am Mr. Majestic. And she's like, it's about goddamn time.
Yeah.
The
And
end.
then he's Superman.
And then he has flapjacks.
Yeah.
Because he's a lumberjack.
Because he's a lumberjack. He's okay. Oh,
That's
God.
the end of Wildcats number 11.
That's a lot.
It was a long
By the
freaking
way,
book.
Yeah.
not hard to believe, written by Chris Claremont of X-Men fame.
But it packed a lot in
Yeah.
the issue.
Yep.
Which one's the good from these three?
That's a rough question.
Well, I think you are the one to answer it first.
No, I am not.
All right. I'm gonna answer this, and
Yeah.
even though I just talked about like how insane
crappy
the
it
book
was?
is, I really liked Wildcats.
I'm also going to vote for Wildcats.
I am also voting for Wildcats.
What
Like
have we
this book
done?
is nuts, and you're like, holy crap! Like, how about you slow down a bit? No, I'm
No!
gonna ramp it up.
You know what it is? Wildcats delivers exactly what you think you're going to get.
Yeah, you look at this cover, you're like, holy shit.
like
This is insane.
This Lady Death ripoff is going to kick the shit out of the Wildcats.
And then that's what happens.
yeah.
It
and
delivers.
more!
Right? And this is like, I think I know what Catwoman's all about. What
Why is she in France?
Why is
Who
any of this
cares?
happening?
Yeah.
This is like I don't even care what's happening in
And
this book.
that's exactly right.
I don't care.
Like, this is... Even if you don't care, you're at least in for the cool visuals.
You are entertained. Are you not entertained?
You get these two... You get the 1-2 punch of the team that made the highest-selling comic book of all time. You have Jim Lee and Chris Claremont telling a story about characters you couldn't care less about, but they look awesome on the page, and they're doing things that obviously are important to them. And so, for that, I give them high marks.
Not only that, the Wildcats are taken out in this book.
Yeah.
Well, what I like about that was, like, they focused on the male Wildcats being taken out. Like,
And the
Voodoo,
female ones are the most powerful.
right? Like, Voodoo, like, has been possessed. Now she's incredibly powerful. Void's gonna play a huge role in all of this. Zealot's the one who's gonna come charging in.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's cool.
And Grifter's MIA.
No,
Yeah.
it's not like they're like, well, sure.
It's not Gen 13.
No.
No.
No, except Gen 13. Fairchild is the strongest character on the team.
I mean,
But at the same time...
Oh, it is also horribly exploitive and...
I know that one issue that we did.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, where it was like...
Which was the ugly.
Oh,
That was... No.
Guess what? Now they're on lingerie.
Yeah.
right?
Well,
And now, at least with this, like... And now the guys are, like, disrobed.
yeah.
They're naked.
I'm like,
they're
okay,
naked.
cool.
And hanging
Check out
upside
their
down.
sick abs.
For me, I mean, like, look, I naturally, like, I enjoyed watching the Wildcats cartoon show when I was younger, so, like, of course I was like, this is fun. And I'm like, Zealot, cool, doing things, awesome.
Yeah.
How are you gonna fix it, Zealot?
Right?
What is the history between Zealot and Tapestry?
And
I
not
don't
only
know.
that, but like the fact that one member of the team who's the most powerful is afraid of what one villain could do.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, she's the most combat proficient, I think, and I could be, like only remembering things from the cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
I think Voodoo was also supposed to be incredibly powerful and like someone who was like, if she could get to a certain point, could change things essentially. So like that's crazy that they would have her be possessed,
Agreed.
and they needed her alive and all that stuff. Yeah.
So, congratulations, Wildcats.
You did it!
You're better than something.
Somehow, good for you.
Overall, we could talk about the bad. I think overall, like, because the choice is between bad and ugly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Catwoman is bad. It's not horrible. I could follow the plot. I understood what was happening. Catwoman has an arc. It actually follows a structure. It's inane.
Yeah.
And the art is terrible. Because Jim Balent, like, just wants to show you her butt and boobs. There's a panel in here that is inexcusably terrible in which she is breaking into the Louvre where I don't even know what she's doing.
That little move.
Yeah,
I know.
every bone in her body's broken.
She's balanced. That's
Right.
what that is. She's on one toe.
Yeah, but
and
how
she's
is her
perfectly
head able to
balanced. I
turn
almost kicked over
completely
my-
that way? It's just a mess.
Well, you have to have Pink Panther music playing in your head. While
I
that
mean,
happens. That's the only way.
I'm fine with that. It's just that
No,
it's...
you were right about. By the way, Weird Science being in here. I'm sorry.
Oh, wow, there it is. Yeah, Weird Science, the TV show. Did you
You
like
know.
the movie? Well, here's something else.
Did you like the movie? Kinda. Well, watch the TV show.
How about a whole show?
No.
No, thanks.
No.
I did watch the show,
This
and it was
is-
not great.
This is hard because art-wise,
Black Cat looks worse.
she does. The main character looks atrocious.
Oh, everyone looks terrible. This is like Web of Spider-Man level bad.
How about the villain? At least the villain in this is just a guy.
Yeah.
Who's like, no, I'm a thief, but like,
Or like,
I'm
you
the best.
came to...
I am the best thief in France. But then Catwoman showed up, and I'm like, fuck.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, his motivations are simple and easy to understand.
Exactly, that's what I'm
This
saying.
guy who apparently got clawed in the face one time on a heist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now, like, wears this insane rig with, like, arrows and spears and totally sucks.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you wanted to, like,
We know-
deconstruct shitty villains, and that was the book, where it's like, like, what's my name? He keeps changing his code name, like, throughout
Yeah.
the book, and he's got, like, different motifs, and it's just a hodgepodge of costumes he's rejected over the years. Like, that's funny and interesting. That's not what this is. This is just,
No.
like, we created an origin for this stupid villain that we needed to, like, have a 4-issue arc for. It's just trash. Like, overall, everything about this is stupid. It's not very interesting or compelling.
The villain's terrible. The situation she's caught in is terrible. The writing is bad. The fact that you have to have a Deus Ex Machina and Spider-Man is bad.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
fact that Spider-Man shows up at the end to save the day.
No, I'm with you.
Which, like, I would have been... Back then, I was like, yay! Because I don't want to... At the end of the day, I don't want to read Black Cat. I want to read Spider-Man.
I didn't buy this for Black Cat.
No, but I also...
Well, you didn't. I would have.
Right, exactly.
then you would've been
but
like-
even then, like, you as
I
a
would have been
Black
like,
Cat pusher...
damn it, Black Cat, you're better than this.
Exactly.
Felicia, why?
Yeah, and even then, like, even if you're looking for the Cheesecake Factor. She gets her clothes ripped off, but like it's just so poorly drawn. It's like, why bother?
Well, not even that, but like, how about this? How about the fact that she's in a warehouse right here, and then there are ropes and chains someplace, and then he hits a switch, and they're flying everywhere. I'm like, no, that doesn't happen.
No, it doesn't make any sense. Also,
well, you never gone to that warehouse?
No.
Oh no,
that's weird.
The Death House?
Yeah,
with rotating knives. It's also.
I'm sorry. Did you say knives?
Yeah, rotating knives.
Yes. So we all agree on what the ugly is too, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it has to. I
was
think
gonna
de facto.
say, at the very least, this one has a couple of like fun panels. Like I kind of like these.
Oh yeah,
they're fun. Like occasionally the art's like fine.
Right.
But then sometimes you're like, ooh, this is just like it.
It's not. It's no wonder why they abandoned this Catwoman costume.
I totally understand why they abandoned the costume. Like I wish I cared a little bit more about this, but like this is just.
I mean, just comparing the covers, like this is trying something.
Yep.
You know, the Mona Lisa in a Catwoman mask. You're like, oh,
yeah,
it's
like,
subtle. Kinda.
She's going to like maybe she's going to the Louvre, and it's like, yeah, she is. Like this is Catwoman fights her villain.
Black Cat.
I'm sorry, Black Cat. Jesus. And you don't even see him, for the love of God.
But hey, Spider-Man's in it, so you'll buy it.
Spider-Man's in it, and he looks. Everyone looks bad.
Yeah.
At least the art matches the interiors. That's like the only plus I can give it.
Yeah. No.
But it's just boring.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. Is it was boring.
We are unanimous
in
this episode.
Yeah.
But like for everything.
Oh, it's true.
With the
we
good,
like
the bad,
good.
and the ugly.
Yeah. No, it's just wow. So there you have it. In this cat fight, the WildC.A.T.s reign supreme.
Where there are actually no cats.
No cats appear, unfortunately. No cat-themed villains, but, you know, I think... But you know what? They always land on their feet. And that's what this book did. I want to thank you all for watching this episode of Good, Bad, and the Ugly. We'll see you guys next week with an all-new episode. I'm Sal.
No, you're out. You're done. Sal's not going to be here next time.
You're not on the show anymore. I'm sorry.
It's fair.
Yeah.
It's fair.
Would you care to get us out?
Oh, sure. No, thank you guys so much for watching The Good, Bad, and the Ugly. We'll see you guys next week with another awesome episode. I'm Tiffany.
I'm Ben. Bye.
Bye.
Wait.
No.
I'm Grifter.
Could Grifter be on the show?
Yeah. Hey,
whoa, Grifter here!
I hear you guys have an opening.
Oh, that'd be awesome! We'd love to have you on the show!
Is that why you're not in this book?
Yeah, I left the book and then I joined your show and I also went forward in time about 25 years.
That's
cool.
That's
why I have like a fatter Grifter than usual.
You could be on the show.
Yeah!